you have asked Jesus to come into your heart, is one point. It's entirely different to give your life to Jesus Christ. How many have given their lives to Jesus Christ? Okay. What does it mean to give your life to Jesus? You surrender everything, and He owns everything that you have. He can write on you, turn you around, tell you to do all that He wants you to do. He can ask you to empty your accounts, and you will do that. For me, the key is in my hands. I can enter anywhere I want, invite guests into the place the way I want. Now, the same thing applies to us when we're in a little bedroom, but you are riding all that you want. You go where you want to go. You say, well, I now live in the flesh. I live by the faith of a Son of God. You can come to church when you feel like, when you don't feel like, you can just stay in the house. You are a rebel in the hands of Jesus. And by virtue of His nature as a meek person, He'll be watching you. He'll be watching you. He's not like Elijah who will call fire on you. He'll be watching you, thinking He will change. Oh, more grace, more mercy, He will change. He can watch you, but He knows if you don't change and you get to the end of the road, where the rubber hits the rope, until you come to the point where you come to ask Him, Lord, what do you think about all that I'm doing? He will not force Himself into your life. The word iniquity doesn't mean you are a sinner. It means you made your own laws to serve me the way you wanted by using my gift and my grace. And I allow it. But you say, I never knew you. Meek people can tolerate you. They can forbear with you. We read a scripture in Ephesians on Friday. Forbearance. So forbear one another. In what? In love. The anchor. I want you to understand that we don't serve God on contract. Did you see that? He said, I am crucified with Him. Nevertheless, I live, yet not I. That means who owns your life? You live, but not you. If you live and it's you, you are in trouble. You have to conform to His image. The reason why God called us is that He has called us to conform to the image of His Son. Not to the image of your plans. Not to the image of your own ministry. No. Now, how does the image of His Son look like? That's our DNA. That is our divine nature. What does the image of His Son look like? Now, until you are transformed, you will be deformed. Hello? Look into my eyes. Don't look down. I may not be nice. Look intently at the image you have been called to be transformed into. You may see every other image around as the image. For instance, you can copy me. I am also copying Him. So if you use me as your yardstick, you are just full of yourself. This one on earth is valuable, but in heaven it's zero. What? The history on earth is different from the history in heaven. You need to know that. The just man who ever lived, Moses and co. They have not entered into a state of perfection. Bible called them the spirit of just men. They were just. On earth, they were not perfect. The spirit of just men made now perfect in heaven. Now, there were mistakes they did in their life. They would have wished they never repeated it. But we are busily copying them verbatim. The Bible says, Jesus came to fulfill, that is to take away the errors and bring us into the perfect way. The Lord had a high time to bring me to understand. I have learned this. He said, yes, your spiritual father will stand before me. You take my word. But I'm going to measure you by what I have taught you now. He walked away in love. Jesus said, heaven and earth shall pass away. Mark 13:31. But my word shall never pass away. Learn from mentors. Learn from spiritual fathers. But at the end of it all, he said, take my yoke and learn of me. They will inspire you, teach you. I have been taught by many, and they are teaching me. But I know the syllabus at the end of the journey. You do it my way. Are you crucified with Christ? Are you sure? Why do you get angry and offended? A dead man has no emotions. Go to the mortuary. Slap him. Pour hot water on him. He's relaxed. Dead. But you are not dead. You are a living sacrifice. And so, when you are challenged, you feel the pain in your mortal body. Meek to him that he said, I am close to them that are of meek and of a broken hearted. What do you mean by being broken hearted? Who breaks you? People can break you. Situations will break you. How do you respond? Because he said, I am near to him that is what? Of a contrite spirit and of a broken heartedness. The pathway to brokenness is not sweet. They will punch you. They will hold your tie. How do you respond? Those who hold your tie and punch you can't go free. No. But how do you respond? How do I do it? How will you be broken? What is the school of brokenness? Adversity, tribulation,